Hello everyone, right here I have a 2017 Toyota Fortuner 2.7 4x4 SRZ. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. Press the unlock button once to unlock the driver's door and press it a second time to unlock the rest of the car. Standard on the second generation Fortuner range in Malaysia is Toyota's version of a smart keyless entry and start system. So, just have the key fob on yourself. The car is currently unlocked. To lock the car, press the chrome button on any of the front door handles. And to unlock the car, just press the chrome button again. Along with that smart keyless entry is a keyless push button start system. So to start the Fortuner, make sure the key fob is inside the car. Put your foot on the brake and press the start button to the right of the steering wheel. The AN160 Fortuner uses a rack and pinion steering system with hydraulic power assistance. The SRZ trim comes with a leather steering wheel with contrast stitching around the inner rim, wood trim at the top, and sport grips at 10 and 2. The 2.7 petrol engine in the Fortuner gets a 6-speed automatic transmission. This transmission features a sport mode and manual shifting capabilities. The latter is selected using either the gear lever or the pedal shifters behind the top two steering wheel spokes. Front and rear parking sensors and a reverse camera with guidance signs and several different views are standard for the SRZ trim. Safety features in the Fortuner SRZ include 7 airbags, anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, vehicle stability control, traction control, hill start assist control, emergency stop signal, an alarm system, and an immobilizer. Isofix child seat anchor points are found on the outer two middle row seats. 18-inch 6 twin-spoke two-tone alloy rims are present on the SRZ trim. This car rides on 265/60 R18 Bridgestone Dweller HT 6842 tyres. Ventilated disc brakes are found in front, while the rear has drum brakes. The suspension is double wishbones up front and a multi-link setup out back. The Fortuner's approach, breakover, and departure angles are 30 degrees, 23.5 degrees, and 25 degrees respectively. Toyota has several mid-size SUVs on sale depending on the region. For Europe, there is a Land Cruiser, for North America, there is a 4Runner, and for Toyota's home market of Japan, there is a Hilux Surf, which is essentially a 4Runner. The Fortuner is another one of Toyota's mid-size SUVs. It is developed using the Hilux platform and is part of Toyota's IMV project. The Fortuner is sold in places like Australia, Egypt, India, the Middle East, South Africa, South America, Southeast Asia, and more. Depending on the market and the generation, the Fortuner is also known as the Hilux SW4 and the SW4. Two generations of the Fortuner have been produced so far, the first generation AN50, AN60 between 2004 and 2015, and the second generation AN150, AN160 since 2015. The second generation Fortuner was unveiled in July 2015 at simultaneous events in Australia and Thailand. It now features a more upmarket look than before, both inside and out. A facelift for the second generation Fortuner debuted in June 2020. The AN160 Fortuner went on sale in Malaysia in May 2016, while the facelifted model is not on sale yet. This Fortuner is powered by Toyota's 2TR-FE 2.7 litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, naturally aspirated inline-4 petrol engine. This engine features multi-point fuel injection and dual VVTi technology. It produces 164 horsepower at 5200 rpm and 245 Nm of torque at 4000 rpm. 0 to 100 km per hour takes 12.4 seconds, and the top speed is 175 km per hour. With an 80-litre fuel tank, combined fuel consumption for the Fortuner 2.7 4x4 automatic is 10.5 litres per 100 km. Carbon dioxide emissions is 247 grams per kilometer, and this Fortuner is a 4-wheel drive vehicle. Exterior features of the Fortuner SRZ include automatic auto-leveling LED projector headlights, LED daytime running lights, LED rear lights, front and rear fog lights, indicators on the body-coloured side mirrors, chrome door handles, and a spare tyre mounted under the rear of the vehicle. Speakers right there, and right there, bottle holder, storage, mirror controls, central locking, window lock, and your window controls. All of the windows in this car are fully automatic in both directions. Cup holder, parking sensors. This one operates the power rear hatch, while this one turns off the power rear hatch function. Pull this lever to release the fuel door. Fortuner floor mats, Toyota door sills, and the driver's seat in this Fortuner SRZ does get full powered adjustments. All of the controls are located right down there. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how it revs. single zone automatic climate control system with rear fan speed controls. But for the front controls, fan speed, this one activates the rear air conditioning system, air conditioning, recirculation, front defrost, different modes, rear defrost, off button, temperature, and your automatic mode. Four-wheel drive controls, diff lock, traction control, power outlet, storage, and a couple of cup holders. The Fortuner SRZ comes with the DVD AVN touchscreen head unit. This system features an 8-inch infotainment display, various media connectivity options, and navigation. Sound is provided by 6 speakers. The stock sound system that the Fortuner uses is actually not that bad. We are currently in the Bluetooth audio streaming menu, Bluetooth device name. You can go back a song, go for the song, play pause, bring up your Bluetooth menu where you can turn on or off Bluetooth, look at your paired devices, add a device, and your various call settings. To go back to the home menu, hit the home button. And right here you can select radio, iPod, your auto store, settings. You can bring up your Wi-Fi settings, Bluetooth settings, display settings, audio settings. Right here your fader balance, bass mid treble, your automatic sound level, preset equalizers, and your system settings with your language, app menu settings, clock settings, so on and so forth. Down below, you can tilt the display. Open it up to reveal the CD player behind. And you can also eject a CD if there is one available. Navigation. Right here you can search, look at the map, set up the points of interest, set up home, your navigation settings, language, so on and so forth, display settings for your navigation, driving, data, and resetting back to default. You can look at the map. Right here we have the map. You can zoom in and out. Map orientation. Change the road. Next up, you can select your desired media option. Turn off the AV function. Bring up your Bluetooth telephone menu. Bring up your list of apps and widgets. And on the main page, you can customize how your main page looks like. To the right of the infotainment display, you have your volume buttons, return button, home button, and below, HDMI and USB ports. In between the central aircon vents in front, you have a digital clock. central locking. This car does have power folding side mirrors. To fold the side mirrors in, push the switch down. Wiper controls, volume controls, seat track, different mode selection, press and hold the button to mute the system, voice control, Bluetooth telephone controls, and right here you have your multi-information display controls. Up and down goes between the different sub-menus, left and right goes between the different main menus, hit the button in the middle to select, hit the return button to go back, and this one goes back to your driving data menu. Currently driving data with your fuel consumption information, range and average speed after reset, eco indicator, eco score, your eco saving information, and back to your fuel consumption information, vehicle messages, and settings. Right here you can set the language, units, eco mode, so on and so forth. And back to your driving data. Now, down below, you can go between your mileage, trip A and trip B by pressing this button. You can also adjust the brightness right here. Light and indicator controls. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. Right here you can select the vehicle's eco mode or power mode, storage, front center armrest with storage below, manual dimming rear view mirror with an integrated dash cam behind it, sunglass holder, front reading lights. This button turns off the interior sensors for the alarm system. Sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror and a light. And for the driver's side as well are grip handles on the A-pillar and right above. Alright, so I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now and continue with the rest of the tour. Speaker, bottle holder, storage, window control. And to gain access to the last row of seats, locate this lever, pull it, flip the seat back down, then flip the whole seat forward. Now that I am in the last row of seats, with the middle row seats set in a position that I would feel comfortable in, I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the middle row seats. I don't get any legroom at all, nor do I get any headroom, so I guess you would say the last row of seats are better suited for smaller individuals. But for the last row of seats, you get storage areas or cup holders for both sides and grip handles right above. aircon vents for the last row of seats as well. And right at the back is a light. Now, for the middle row seats, you can adjust the angle of the seat back by using the same lever that you would use to gain access to the last row of seats. This one obviously adjusts the right seat, and there is another lever on that side that adjusts the left seat and the middle seat. Same goes for the position of the middle row seats. This bar down here adjusts this seat, and there is another bar on that side that adjusts the left seat and the middle seat. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. As mentioned earlier, I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. As for legroom, I get about this much. And I get about this much in terms of headroom. It is more spacious in the middle row than in the last row, but you can always adjust the position of the seats to suit your needs. On the front seat backs are storage pockets and hooks. A bit of storage right here together with a power outlet. Rear center armrest with cup holders. Right above, for both sides at the back, are grip handles and hooks. You have aircon vents for the middle row as well. Middle row cabin light. And right here you have the aforementioned rear fan speed control. Fan speed, automatic and off. There are 3 ways to operate the powered rear hatch in the 2017 Fortuner. Boot space in the Fortuner is 200 litres with all the seats in place. Fold the third row seats up using a strap at the bottom of the seats, lock the seats in place with another strap, and the boot space increases to 716 litres. With all the rear seats folded, boot space is now 1080 litres. Adjustable headrests for all rows of seats in this car. Speakers, window control, bottle holder, storage, and the front passenger seat in this Fortuner does get full manual adjustments. This lever adjusts the seat back, while this bar down here adjusts the seat position. Lockable glove box below. It is of a nice size. If this one is not enough, there is a smaller area right above. Cup holder. And like the driver's side, you can find grip handles on the A-pillar and right above. Sun visor for the front passenger does get a vanity mirror with a light as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2017 Toyota Fortuner 2.7 4x4 SRZ. Thanks for watching and goodbye.